Next up, ooh, bit of salt. It's like, what is it like? Sorry. The best flavour of Tony's Chocolonely is... Hello, my name's Tom, and today I'm going to be trying every flavour of Tony's Chocolonely and figuring out which is the best so you don't have to. Thank you so much for joining. It's a bit of a special one today, actually. Tony's is a brand which, alongside making delicious chocolate, also is actively working to bring an end to the unfair economics found in the global cocoa industry. I was actually lucky enough to be able to get some time with the lovely people over at Tony's to tell me a little bit more about what they do. And so thank you so much for your time today. So, I mean, obviously it's quite a complex issue. What do you identify as the main issues in the chocolate industry today at the minute?
Cocoa is produced in the majority in Western Africa nowadays. More than 60% of all cocoa comes from only two countries, Ghana and Ivory Coast. And in those two countries alone, there's more than 2.5 million farms that produce cocoa. So these are tiny family-run farms, 2, 3, 4 hectare size maximum. And on those farms, still there's more than 1.5 million children working on those farms under illegal circumstances, and most of them, more than 95%, even under hazardous circumstances, hazardous situations. So that means that kids work with chemicals, heavy machinery, work with machetes, forced to carry bags of cocoa beans that weigh 64 kilos per bag. And the very worst case, at least 30,000 children are subject to something that we consider modern slavery. So these are kids that are forced to do unpaid work outside of the family environment, which essentially is ridiculous in 2021 for a product that everybody should be able to enjoy. So that is the problem that we're trying to tackle. How? By creating awareness, by showing the industry that it can be done in a different way, producing chocolate through their systems, but showing that it can be made in a more social way, in a more sustainable way, in our humble opinion, simply in a better way. And also by inspiring the rest of the industry to follow suit. That we all need to work together to change that industry from within to make sure that not just our chocolate, but all chocolate worldwide becomes 100% slavery free.
So in the spirit of awareness, I think they're a great brand and I think you should know about them too. You might know from some of the other videos that I've done that I don't have the sweetest tooth in the world. However, if I had to pick some kind of sweet thing to consume, I would probably pick chocolate. So I'm not mad about this at all. I'm very excited actually. Let's try the first one. First up is dark milk chocolate pretzel toffee. The packaging of these bars is so cute. It's this paper. It gives me like Monsters Inc. intro card vibe. Do you know what I mean? You know at the beginning of Monsters Inc. where it's all like the illustrations of doors and it has text. Does it not look exactly like that? Like chocolate bars this size, I always find very exciting and sort of like substantial. Okay. Oh, that's fun. Oh, so when you open it up, it has all information about what we were discussing. If you look at the Tony's chocolate bar, you'll notice it's not equally divided up into like chunks. It's like unequally divided, which I think is like supposed to reflect the nature of the cocoa industry at the minute. You can't forget what Tony's are about because it's even built into the chocolate bar itself, which I just think is a nice touch. Oh, mate. Oh, wow. I'm gonna need to like simmer myself down because there's like many bars to go, but that's lush. I didn't really know what dark milk was, but I did think it sounded good. And then the little bits of pretzel. Oh, biscuity, almost like toasted pretzel taste. And also they're like salty pretzels. Next up, ooh, bit of salt. Next up, we have milk caramel sea salt. This packaging, again, cute, you know, same as the one before, but orange. Still totally Monsters Inc. vibes. I will die on this hill. Oh, interesting. So the inside of this one is different. First impressions, looks very similar to the other one, same kind of color, less bits. So my question is it caramel where it's like you break it open and there's like soft, like stringy caramel inside? Or is it gonna be like bits of like hard, sort of more like toffee type caramel? I don't know. No, okay, it's like little bits of caramel. Ooh, it's like, it's kind of like the bits of like a dime bar. Do you know what I mean? It's like crushed up dime bar in like a very rich milky chocolate, then with like sea salt as well. I mean, second bar, I can already tell they know how to make chocolate. Like the chocolate is great. I don't think any of these are gonna taste bad because it's basically their chocolate, which we know is good, housing stuff. Next up, we have milk lemon meringue. Ooh. So this, I think, is an Easter limited edition. which I was able to get my hands on. Milk chocolate with meringue made from free-range eggs and a hint of lemon. Ugh. How does that work? I've never had a lemon flavored chocolate before, I don't think. So far, the chocolate hasn't been like filled in the middle. It's more like the bits of whatever the flavor is are like interdispersed like throughout the chocolate. So I'm guessing that'll be the idea here, yeah. So it's like, if you look, it's like a bit of, I don't know if this is gonna focus, but can you see that? Like it's bits of meringue. Interesting. I can't smell lemon. Do I like it? Sorry, I'm just like getting all the notes, you know? Oh my God, that is something I would love to do. You know how you can do like wine tasting? You can also do like chocolate tasting, and I would love to do that. I think that would be so interesting. I get lemon, but not because it tastes of lemon, if that makes any sense. Like, it's like, what is it like? We do these a lot, so like I'm really trying to hone my like descriptive skills, but sometimes it's tricky, you know? That feeling you get when you eat something that's like sour or citrus kind of in the back of your tongue. That's what I'm getting. It's interesting. I probably would normally opt for something a bit more classic, but I love that they've taken like a different route with this. Like it doesn't just like smack of just like lemon flavor. It's much more like nuanced than that. And I'm all for trying new things and doing things a different way, so that's great. Let's try the next one. Sorry. All right, ooh, pink. Next up, we have white raspberry popping candy. See, now you see. I don't know about all this. I'm not sure that I'm convinced. I don't really like white chocolate. I find it too sweet. I feel like every single time I do one of these videos, I like out myself for like not liking something that everyone likes. I genuinely like have had DMs on Instagram where people are like, why do you not like hazelnut? It's really nice. But then conversely, there are people who are also like, oh my God, I totally agree with you. So please comment below, do you like white chocolate? And if so, why? But no, I'm very intrigued. I love raspberry. I think popping candy is just fun. Popping candy to me is very like, you're on Come Dine With Me and someone has called their dessert like something surprise. You know it's gonna have popping candy in it. Now, interestingly, am I right in saying that white chocolate doesn't actually have any cocoa mass, any cocoa solids in it? It's just cocoa butter, I believe. So it begs the question, is it even really chocolate? Ooh! Oh, it's beautiful though. Oh my God, look at that. This is a very good looking bar of chocolate. It's like, I mean, it's broken in two, so sorry about that. I do think white chocolate is really sweet, but I don't know, it smells kind of good. Nah, that's lush. And you know what? The popping candy is subtle. It's less that it's popping, it's more like sparkling, you know what I'm saying? It's not like when you'd like eat a bunch of Pop Rocks and it'd be like in your mouth. It's more just like, I can just feel it now. It's just sort of like a, very polite. No, this is amazing. I don't know how to, what does it taste like? It tastes kind of like a raspberry milkshake. I was wrong, I'll say it. Next up is milk. Straight up, no frills, it's milk chocolate. I think we can kind of breeze through this one. We probably know what we're in for. Oh my God. It's really nice. It's like properly nice. It tastes nothing like dairy milk. It doesn't taste anything like Galaxy. Okay, put it this way. If I was blindfolded and you gave me this, I would know it wasn't either of those. I would know it wasn't. I'll finish eating, shall I? Like, it's quite distinct in actually how different it is. Like, it has like a richer, like cocoa taste, I suppose. Like, it tastes like, I would guess that it was more like a green and blacks or something like that. Do you know what I mean? What percentage cocoa is it? 32% minimum. That's pretty high for a milk chocolate, I think. I'm totally guessing, I've got no idea. Is that high for milk chocolate? Next. Okay, next up we have dark milk. So we did kind of try dark milk already because we had it with the pretzels, didn't we? Let's get this unsheathed. It smells amazing. It smells so like fancy. That is so nice. Sorry, sugar's all going to my brain. I'm starting to feel it now. It takes a minute, but now that we're like 6-7 bars in, I'm starting to feel a bit, get up and go. Okay, what am I doing? Yes. I'm impressed, it's lovely. Dark milk. Is that a thing? Does every chocolate brand do dark milk? Because like, if I'd known about this, I would have been getting this every time I get chocolate because that's lovely. Let's try the next one. All right, kids, we've made it to the final bar. Okay, now we face the final curtain. This next chocolate bar is dark almond sea salt, 51%. I own 51% of this chocolate bar. Stupid. Here it is, green. I'm gonna tell you some stuff. Almond flavors, your marzipan, your amarettos, et al. Not a favorite of mine. Really, actually don't like it. Almonds themselves are fine. So if this is like a marzipan moment, we're not gonna get on. If it's just like bits of almond, that might be fine. Speaking of almonds are actually the seed of a fruity, fleshy thing. And when almond farmers are collecting them, they remove the flesh and the seed inside the fruit is what we call almonds. And get this, that means almond butter is not a nut butter, it's technically a jam. So looking at it, you can see very clearly that it is whole pieces of almond and not, as I had feared, some kind of marzipan situation. Seeds, not nuts. Now you know. What I really like about this is even though it's the dark chocolate, it's still not like unpleasantly bitter. The almonds themselves are fine. I could take them or leave them, to be honest. I'm not bothered. I can't taste any flavor from the almonds. I think they're there to offer texture, which they do, you know. The salt in the chocolate somehow kind of cuts through the bitterness of the dark chocolate somehow and makes it like more enjoyable. As far as dark chocolate goes, it's very nice because it's still sweet. And like I said, the saltiness really kind of like balances out the bitterness. So, that was fine. I feel fine. That was enjoyable. I think I'm on a bit of a sugar high at the minute, so we're just gonna roll with it. That was a very sensible flavor range. Like a lot of these videos, sometimes I kind of like regret taking it on like 2/3 of the way through, but that was, how many? 1, 2, 7. They obviously know how to make chocolate well. None of them were bad. I mean, to be fair, when you're trying all different types of chocolate bars, like, is it really gonna be bad? But as we know in these taste test videos, we're not here for diplomatic answers. We're here for hard facts about which is the best. And I'm gonna provide you with that answer. The best flavor of Tony's Chocolonely is dark milk chocolate coffee. What is it called? Dark milk chocolate pretzel toffee. Delicious. Honestly, so good. I think you could tell that throughout this experience, the dark milk is the one I was really vibing with. Like, it was so good. It was like, it had the bitterness of like a dark chocolate, but the sweet creaminess of a milk chocolate. So then really it was just a choice between, do I think the plain dark milk is better or the one with the stuff in it? And this one, it had little bits of toffee in it and little bits of crunchy pretzel, and I couldn't lie to myself. The kind of like toastiness of the pretzels were delicious, and I can say with 100% certainty that the best flavor of Tony's Chocolonely is dark milk chocolate pretzel toffee. Well done, this is so good. Also, the bars are just fun to hold, like, substantial, hello? It's about the same size as my phone, actually, you know? I know which I'd give up. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment below and let me know what you would like me to try next. We love reading your comments and we love seeing your suggestions. Until the next time, see you later. Until next time, see you later.